TDTV channel, where we keep you informed about the Russo-Ukrainian war on a daily basis. Help us continue our coverage by like and subscribe to our channel. Both Russia and Ukraine have reasons behind their determination to control the stronghold of Bakhmut in Donbas, leading to fierce battles and struggles for every inch of land in this fiery furnace. Russia is aiming to encircle Bakhmut in an attempt to achieve its first significant victory in the invasion, after more than 6 months of bloody fighting during the winter. Moscow considers the capture of Donetsk as a key milestone towards gaining control of the wider Donbas region, which includes Donetsk and Luhansk, Ukraine's industrial heartland. The objective of the private Russian military company Wagner in Bakhmut is not only to gain control of the strategic city in Donbas, but also to weaken the Ukrainian forces. That plan has been effective to a certain extent, as after 8 months of intense fighting, Ukraine has suffered a partial loss of forces that they could use in a spring counteroffensive. Wagner is emerging as a threat to Ukraine, as Russian forces have faced many challenges on the front line in recent times. According to observers, no other force except Wagner can continuously deploy waves of soldiers to the front line to gain control of a few hundred meters of land. Even Russia's regular forces have not shown the same level of determination as Wagner. With such an approach, Wagner went deeper from all directions to shrink around Bakhmut. However, Ukraine still shows determination to hold on to Bakhmut until the end. Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, declared that he had ordered reinforcements to positions inside the city of Bakhmut, emphasizing that his country will not abandon any territory. He said, "I told the chief of staff to find suitable forces to support the soldiers in Bakhmut. No Ukrainian territory can be left behind." He also said that reports of Kyiv planning to withdraw from Bakhmut are inaccurate. Meanwhile, Mikhailo Podolyak, President Zelensky's advisor, declared that Ukraine has 2 main objectives in defending Bakhmut: to buy time to supplement forces and to inflict heavy damage on the Russian military. The official stated that they are still achieving the stated goals. He explained the Ukrainian military is implementing a plan to wear down the enemy's main combat forces and allow Kyiv time to train tens of thousands of soldiers in preparation for a future counteroffensive. Podolyak emphasized that the military leadership of Ukraine still agrees to continue to hold onto Bakhmut. The intense fighting over several months has resulted in the depletion of both sides' artillery resources, with thousands of shells being fired daily in Bakhmut and other areas. Volodymyr Nazarenko, the Ukrainian commander, has confirmed that there is no order to retreat from the city and that the defense is holding despite the grim condition. Ukrainian border guards have released footage of the elimination of Wagner Group fighters in Bakhmut. On 7 March, Ukrainian border guards shared footage of a Wagner Group assault unit being eliminated in the hotly contested city of Bakhmut in Donetsk Oblast. This was reported by the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine on Telegram. The incident occurred when a group of Wagnerites attempted to attack one of the Ukrainian strongholds on the Bakhmut front. They were stopped in close combat. The statement said, having lost some of its fighters, the enemy unit started to retreat. National Guard aerial reconnaissance units located the retreating fighters, and mortar operators from the Border Guard Service killed at least 7 invaders. Around Bakhmut, Russian troops, including mercenary fighters from the Wagner Group, were trying to cut the Ukrainian defenders' supply lines and force them to surrender or withdraw. A military convoy of several Ukrainian armored vehicles suffered serious losses in an attempt to break the siege in the city of Bakhmut. Ukraine Weapons Tracker has posted images showing the scene of a Ukrainian military convoy severely damaged after being ambushed by Russian forces in an attempt to break the siege in the Bakhmut fire pit in the country's east. According to some sources, at least 9 Ukrainian Army BM-armored BM-powered personnel carriers participated in the relief plan in the area of the village of Berkivka on the northern outskirts of the city of Bakhmut. The military convoy was then detected by Russian unmanned aerial vehicles, wave surveillance. Russian artillery then opened fire and destroyed at least 4 Ukrainian armored vehicles. As per the Ukraine Weapons Tracker, A deserted T-80 tank of Russian origin was demolished using a munition dropped by a drone, which was inserted into the hatch, meant for the drivers, in the Donetsk Oblast. In a further update, in the neighboring area of Vuhedar, Donetsk Oblast, a video footage shows Russian soldiers standing around the wreckage of a K-52 attack helicopter, which is believed to have been shot down. In the east, a damaged Russian T-72 tank was destroyed by another drone, dropped munition, right through the gunner's hatch. This time an F-1 grenade was used. Atomalara 105 Mi howitzer was seen in action in Ukraine. A photo from the war zone with this weapon was published by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Twitter. Most likely, the photo was taken on the front line in the Donbas. In February 2023, Atomalara Mode 56 hit the lens of an Associated Press photographer in Avdiivka, Donetsk region. The howitzer can fire at a distance of more than 10 km at a rate of 10 rounds per minute. The elevation can vary from 7 to 65 degrees. The weapon is easily divided into 12 components, which can be transported separately. In the Italian army, such a feature was provided for the ability to move firepower, even with the help of mules. Without a protective shield, the howitzer can be transported inside the landing compartment of the 113 tracked armored personnel carrier. In total, more than 2,300 howitzers were produced, which are in service in about 30 countries. The gun became the standard equipment of the Allied Command Europe Mobile Force, Amphase Mobile Force Land, artillery, equipping the batteries provided by Canada, Belgium, Germany, Italy, and the UK until 1975. According to Ivan Vinnik, first vice president of the Defense Industry Association of Ukraine, Vilka M plays an important role in the Ukrainian artillery force. In particular, these rockets will support the Ukrainian army in its counter-offensive campaign to regain territory. Vilka means range can even support Ukrainian artillery to attack targets located inside Russian territory. War crimes were committed when Russian soldiers executed a Ukrainian PoW after he said, "Glory to Ukraine." On March 6, a video appeared on the internet showing Russians shooting an unarmed Ukrainian prisoner after he said, "Glory to Ukraine." The first video was published on Twitter by activist Serhiy Sternenko. In the video, a soldier stands in the forest and smokes in a trench or dug hole. A voiceover says, "Shoot," and the camera goes up. The soldier says, "Glory to Ukraine," after which he is shot and falls. A voiceover in Russian utters swear words. The identity of the Ukrainian serviceman in the place where the video was shot is still unknown. Dmytro Kuleba, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, announced on Twitter that this case should be dealt with by the International Criminal Court. Kuleba said, "Horrifying video of an unarmed Ukrainian prisoner of war executed by Russian troops just for saying glory to Ukraine. Another proof that this war is genocide. It is imperative that prosecutor Karim Khan initiate an immediate investigation into this horrific war crime. Guilty must be brought to justice." In a speech to the people on the evening of March 6, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky referred to this event. Today, a video has emerged of the occupiers brutally killing a warrior who bravely said to their faces, "Glory to Ukraine." I want us all to respond to his words together in unity. Glory to the hero. Glory to the heroes. Glory to Ukraine. And we will find the murderers. After establishing all the circumstances and identifying the military man who was shot by the occupiers, the servant of the people faction will appeal to the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, to posthumously award him the title of Hero of Ukraine. Leader David Arakamiya said his feat is an expression of the resilience of the people and the Ukrainian army in his Telegram channel. They call on the international community, parliaments, governments, and international organizations to punish the terrorist state and its leadership for all war crimes, crimes against humanity, and acts of genocide committed against the Ukrainian people. The statement said that for over a year, the occupier state, the Russian Federation, has been waging a full-scale war against Ukraine, and unable to win on the battlefield, the aggressor resorts to numerous crimes against the civilian population and prisoners of war, trying to break our will to fight. The statement said, "We bow our heads to the heroism of the patriot who, in the face of a cruel enemy, showed courage and remained loyal to the people of Ukraine and the military oath to the end. His feat will forever remain in the memory of Ukrainians. Coalition of 29 countries support creation of special tribunal for Russia. According to European PoW, the coalition that supports the creation of a special tribunal for Russia for the crime of aggression currently includes 29 countries. This was stated by Dmytro Kuleba, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, after a meeting in Lviv with colleagues from the Netherlands and Estonia. The minister said, "I am happy to announce that there are already 30 countries. Greece joined this group today. At the weekend, there were 29 countries." He also said, "If, at the beginning, the conversation about the tribunal did not arouse much enthusiasm and was abstract, now we have already built a coalition of countries that is substantively working on the parameters of the future tribunal." The minister added that there is even one Latin American country among the coalition participants, and the number of countries has increased by 8 in just 1 month. According to him, participation in this group means that the country agrees with the need to create a separate special tribunal that will judge the leadership of Russia for the very fact of a military attack on Ukraine. The group is also engaged in the development of a legal mechanism for the organization and conduct of a special tribunal. Kuleba said that the second meeting of the coalition will be held on March 21-22 in Strasbourg. On March 2, the International Criminal Court began an investigation into possible crimes committed in Ukraine to collect evidence of Russian war crimes in Ukraine. A joint investigative group was created, which includes several European judicial bodies. While the IC can deal with war crimes committed by individuals, it does not have jurisdiction to prosecute the crime of aggression. In this regard, Ukraine is promoting the idea of creating a special tribunal against Russia. Thank you for tuning in to our video. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So please leave a comment below to share your opinions on today's topic. Don't miss our future videos on TDTV News by subscribing and turning on notifications with the bell icon. We'll catch you in the next one.